Got my house shoes on. Got me a nice cup of coffee. Let's play a little Minecraft. There will be an update to this game eventually. Yes, there will. So, this is what our iron golem farm looks like now. Pretty sweet. Taking down the dirt stairs, both sides. Let's go inside and have a look. Okay, here we go. Close this. Alright, this is what she looks like inside at the moment. A couple of things. Managed to get those 2 pieces of glass changed out. Yep. See, you can. That's the reason why I did the floor the way I did. You can see it right there, and it's just disturbing. It's not all that great, but because I ran out of netherrack and had to do some other stuff. This is the general plan for these guys. Red nether brick or nether wart block, whatever. And when they were little ones, and then occasionally the big ones, I would get them herded in between, and then stick 2 dirt blocks to keep them trapped in there. I ended up having to put a second fence gate or fence post right here to keep them from separated, because I actually watched these 2 guys right here breed, and that was going to be a problem. We did get the guy. There was a guy stuck in here. He was stuck in there as a baby, and he actually grew, so I broke that out and got him loose. I'm short some chests, so we have to get some chests. I'm also short some red blocks. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 villagers in here, so this is going to double as our trading hall. We have been getting some iron, and I wanted to show you guys something cool that I have used on occasion. Okay, glitchy XP orb. Gotta stand right back here. Let me get this while we're standing there. I had to kill a spider. Alright, what do we do? We're gonna save and quit. Alright, here we go, We'll come over here, we'll hit the resource packs, and we'll come down to this one, X-ray vision. Alright, renders entities behind walls. So, you can see the villagers through there. You can also see chests. You can see the 2 hopper mine carts running in there. And if we wait around long enough, we should be able to see an iron golem spawn and fall down and start taking damage. But one of the things that I want to do here is, I can leave this partially open anyways, is show you guys, okay, there's a hopper right there. There's 4 hoppers. There's 3 hoppers in a line coming this way, and these 2 hoppers feed into it. There's 2 hopper minecarts swirling around there, right underneath the magma blocks. So they'll scoop up anything that happens to get in there. You can see pistons and stuff. So the grand design here is that we're going to build some stuff off of the sides, but I can't really block the doors too much. I can do a little bit, but if I block the doors too much, then it will deregister them as legitimate houses, because it's going to look for a certain number of blocks out, you know, probably towards me, as well as on the other side of the door, the same number of blocks. I think it's 7. We'll just go with 7, just to be sure. If there's more blocks on the outside, or on one side than the other, it registers that as a legitimate house. So literally you can have a door like right here with 1 block directly above it, and that is a legitimate Minecraft house. And so what we have here is, I've got 12 doors on each side, and that's a total of 48 doors. The 48 doors should support quite a bit more villagers than we actually have, because you really only need, if my numbers are working right in my head, you only need 20... 21 doors and 11 adult villagers. You can even see the horse through there. 21 doors and 11 adult villagers to start making iron golems. And then it's going to find, when it's going to decide when it wants to try to spawn an iron golem, it's going to find the center point of the village. Well, the center point of the village is directly in the middle of the spawner, and it's going to look at a 16 by 16 area for legitimate spawning spaces. 16 by 16 by, not 100% sure, I think it's 10 spaces upwards. So we have 2 floors in here. Those 2 floors give a, let me think, we have a 15 by 15. Oh goodness, that's quite a bit. There's a whole lot of legitimate spaces for them to spawn. And it's got a kind of a low success rate, so we should see one sometime within the next 6 minutes. So this thing produces roughly 1 iron golem every 6 minutes. If I made it more of a drop shoot where he would come way down and be a certain distance outside of the village, it would double the speed of this thing. And then I have 2 options. I can keep this thing running and then hand make my own iron golems. I've got plenty of pumpkins for it. In fact, let's take a quick check over here for the pumpkins. You see all the adult chickens up there. Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and a partial stack of pumpkins. But this lets you can use, if this texture pack, the X-ray texture pack, if you're wanting to, you know, kind of cheat a little bit. Only reason I'm using it is so you can see the iron golem actually spawn inside of here, and then I'm going to shut it off. Sorry, my congestion is still bothering me. You can use that, and you can find dungeon spawners. You can find... let's see, we know for certain that you can see that there's a bunch of zombies underground. There's a couple of chests right in that area. There's a chest right there. You can see the iron, or you can see our armor stand through there. But, nope, it's not letting me see it that way. Okay, anyways, so you can see chests, you can see pistons, you can see slime. Let me back up here. You can see some of the slime blocks that are attached to pistons partially. It's kind of glitchy that way. We'll keep looking over here though. And of course you can see all the mobs, passive, neutral, and hostile. So you can see all of those. And I don't know if it'll let you, of course it'll let you see chests. Not seeing the it won't show you the crafting table. It will show you spawners. I'm trying to think, what else will it show you? I think that's pretty much all that it's going to show you. You can also see loot that's been dropped. Let me grab one real quick here. We'll grab these potatoes here. What? Nope, that's not what I want to do. So we'll grab these potatoes and we'll throw them in the water here. And just a quick test here. So you can see the potato through the block. So you can see floating entities. And still no iron golem yet. But I'm going to decorate this thing out more and make it a lot more evil looking. And it's probably going to get some more height to it. As long as I don't completely close... I can completely close in the top if I wanted to. I just have to be careful about how far I come out on the sides. The walls themselves, other than like up here, the walls themselves, other than where they're holding the water back, are not even 100% necessary. As long as the iron golems can't work their way out, you know, or work their way out this way. They need to be focusing on continuing to go through the center. I had a thought. If I take out the magma blocks and I take out the hopper mine carts, drop them down a little bit lower and run them in a water stream, it'd be a little bit tricky, but I can probably get them flowing, the actual iron golems themselves going over to the slime farm, which I still have to determine if it actually still works or if I need to replace the slabs with full blocks. I don't think that I do. I think it's just got something to do with the phase of the moon. Like a half a moon. So once we get sorry. Once I actually get an iron golem appearing on screen, come on, you can do it. Once we get that happening, then we'll go take a look at the slime farm and see if anything's good with that. I have been doing a lot of fishing, a lot more fishing. That's just some random stuff that I caught, but we now have shears with silk touch and mending. Sorry, my congestion again. There he is, see? Flows down, he hits the magma blocks, which you guys can't really see all that well, so I'm gonna put a... What are you doing? Why are you doing that? No. Close. There we go. Just trying to put it in the wrong place. The magma blocks he's standing on. They don't do a whole lot of damage, but they do a little bit. I technically don't need this glass in here, but it helps prevent the iron ingots and the flowers from popping out and falling over here on these blocks or outside of the thing or hitting the lava and burning up. And the lava itself also is not necessary, but it's just being used for lighting. There he goes. Cool. I'm gonna break this out. And I had quite a bit of dirt built up in here, covering our little tables and covering our little tables. I had a string of dirt at head height right across here and across just over here by this guy to block in a couple of adult villagers, like 4 adult villagers I was using for breeding. You have to throw on potatoes every now and again or bread. And then once I had them in, I'd block them in like this with 2 dirt blocks. You know, let me back up out of this here and get that texture pack off of there. That's all it is. It's a texture pack. It will not affect your ability to get achievements. So we'll take that off and just using the B-Dubs builder pack. Again, that is from mcpedl.com. If you're wanting to find something like that, they've got a lot of texture packs. Some of the older texture packs need some updates. So there we go. Hey, we're back into normal vision. So yeah, I had like the 2 dirt blocks, and then I would put one of these blocks up on top, right there. You know what? Let me go check and see if we can build one. Because I've been hanging out in this area a lot, we're getting quite a bit of nether wart grown and matured. So we'll switch that over to that. We'll replant them as we break them so I don't miss any. Let's keep breaking those. There we go. Gonna make it look pretty because I need several of those. Since I ran out of the red nether brick, that's okay. It doesn't have to be consistent as of yet. It just needs to work on holding them in. Okay. And then the reason I have trapdoors at the entrance is that zombies are attracted to the doors and they will try to break them. These don't register as doors and the villagers can't get out. If you notice, I've got this one swings on the wall right here. That's where it's attached to. And this one swings up like this. It could be on the other side of the block. That's fine. But that's just our door right there. And that keeps the zombies out if I happen to get one spawn in here. Or, you know, one spawned on the outside area somewhere because I have a spot that's just not quite lit up well enough, or one somehow manages to fly over the wall. And it also kept the baby villagers from being able to jump and get out, because that's not a full block, so the baby villagers could not pass through. Anyways, that's where we are. Take this, and we have enough for 3. I guess that'll work for now. So we'll put that one there. What else? I've got one right there. This one right here, we're going to do this way. We'll put a dirt block right there, put that right there, and then we will break this dirt block out up here. Give it a super basketball Kobe Bryant up. Got it. No, I'm not particularly a Kobe Bryant fan. That's just the first basketball player I could think of. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to make 4 chests. I didn't leave any wood here. We've got 35 iron and 7 poppies in there. Let's go grab a little bit of wood, make those 4 chests, get that in place, and then we'll be done in here until we go to do all the villager trading. I could steal some of those chests, but I don't want to. It's part of our storage system, so I'll just use these birch wood planks here. 1, 2, 3. And 6, 7, 8. We'll try it this way and see if this will actually make a chest. Yes, it did. Cool. Mixed wood. Gotta love it. So we're just moseying along. Getting up there. So basically, if you're finding any of this helpful, I can of course go into a creative and show you how all this works, if that's something you guys want to see, or if you just like the sound of my voice, you know, we'll just keep on like we are. Okay, pick up our mess. There we go. He's good to go. And the reason I'm dropping these chests in front of him, so he can't get out. He could try, but he can't get out. The reason I'm dropping these chests in front of him is to store the items that they want to trade with. For instance, this guy is a cartographer, and he needs 33 pieces of iron to give me an emerald, and then I can unlock his next trade. There is no other trade available. And pop that there. Pop that there. I'll try to sneak in and grab my dirt block back. If I lose it, it's okay. It's just a dirt block. It's kind of a throwaway block for me right now. I did have to open up the potato farm. If you missed that, did have to open up the potato farm and bring both of those 2 villagers over here because the potato farm was broken. So, hey, there's our buddy again. Back for more, are ya? Now, if I were to pack more villagers in here, we would, at some point, be able to support 2 golems being spawned at once. But this is doing okay for me. Boop, there he goes. And we now have 40 iron bars. And we're going to need a lot of this iron. Gonna need it. Gotta have it. So let's go check on the slime farm. Slime spawning, as I understand it, is tied to the phase of the moon. So if you're not getting any slimes, you might need to wait until nighttime and check on the moon. So, a new moon will not produce, you know, where it's totally dark, totally blanked out. Hello. Come here, buddy. Boop. Sniper action. Nothing but headshots. Nothing but headshots. It doesn't matter where you hit him. He's just going to take the same amount of damage. There's not like an extra modifier for headshots. That would be kind of a cool mod, though, wouldn't it? Where headshots do extra damage. That would be sweet. Because then you'd be like trying to like be a marksman and like headshot everything. So that would be awesome. Or like an achievement or something. Okay, cool. That's just a little particle effect in the water. I thought that was something going on cool there. Ooh. Hello. Hey, Witchy. Ooh. Got him. We got a little bit of sugar out of that. There is a swamp way off that way, which we might look into. When I was over there checking it out, I didn't see any witch huts, which is kind of a prerequisite. But there's also another type of slime farm we could build in a in the swamp, but it's going to require slightly different construction than what we're working with here. The spawning levels are a little different, which means that you still run into the sub-chunk issue. And I think this guy is still mad at us. I think he is. Let's get close and see. Let's get close and see. Let's see if he'll actually hit me. No, okay, cool. He might have chilled out, because I think we've died since then. Not seeing any slimes. Not seeing any slime balls. We're going to come down here. We're going to chill out for a little bit. Okay. Because I should now be far enough away that slimes should be able to spawn down there without any difficulty. And I think what I might end up having to do is replace these slabs with full blocks. I think that might have been the issue. And if so, then I got a whole bunch of doing where I have messed this up. I don't think that's an issue. I think they can spawn on those, which is why I used them, because that gives the big slimes a little bit of extra room, and they can of course work their way around the pumpkins, but the big slimes have a hard time moving if it's only 2 spaces tall. Okay, come down here and make sure that the mobs can move, and they should be attracted to the iron golem or to me, but I don't see any slime particles. So let me see what I have in this chest here. I have 1 diamond. Oh, there's some more sugar. We'll just load those in together. I only have 2 iron down here left over. Okay, I'm not seeing any slime particles. Alright. Huh. Not seeing any up. Now, I know when I was working in this area, I had to kill some slimes off over here. So I don't think that's the problem. I think we might be at our entity cap There's one thing we can do to test that, and that would be to, well, there's a couple of things we can do to test that. The first thing I want to do is I want to come down here. Okay, we're gonna use that handy dandy texture pack again, just to see, only to see if we are, no, I can't do settings. I can't do it in settings that way. I actually have to leave the save and quit and then come back. You can't change out texture packs when you're actually logged in. So we'll look at the resource packs and we'll get the X-ray vision and hit play. Enderman language is actually English in reverse. Huh. Okay. And that's going to have to load in. It's kind of a cool visual glitch here. You can see some of my torches over there. So we will force that to load. Alright. Now we're going to remove all entities from the game, or all hostile entities from the game, by going to settings. We will go to difficulty, we'll put it on peaceful, 2, 3, and then back to normal. Okay, and then we're going to wait and let the hostile entity, or let hostile and neutral entities load back in. And we should start to see slimes. We can see the iron golem over there moving just a hair, but he's not actually attacking anything, it doesn't look like. Just trying to go for a mosey. So I should be seeing slimes spawning down there. Let me back up some more just to make sure. It's as far back as I can go this direction. So there should be some slimes moving around or starting to spawn in. Got a little iron golem over there. Huh. This could be a problem if this is not working. But before anybody accuses me of cheating, this is exactly the same thing that you can do on PC on a server if you have a camera account. I don't happen to have the camera account. It's a texture pack. I didn't switch to creative, and I didn't switch to creative and start just trying to spawn the things in and then get back over here real quick and be like, oh, it's fake, it's fake. No, so I'm not actually cheating. I'm just actually checking this thing to make sure that it works, so that if you're building it along with me or you're using it as an inspiration, you know for a fact that it works. So let's do this peaceful again here, just to see. Okay, and then back to normal. You can see I'm survival and survival. Alright? Don't call me a cheater. All I'm doing is ensuring that this thing actually functions this way, and if we need to replace the half slabs. We know for a fact that we've got 3 valid slime chunks because we've had slime spawning in all of them. And we know we're at a half moon. We're not at a new moon. We're not at a full moon. At a full moon, we should be seeing a lot of slime spawning in here. At a half moon, we should see a couple of them, but I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing any spawn in at all. So we're going to build a pickaxe. So we're going to take some of these half slabs out and replace them. I'm going to take some of these half slabs out. I'm going to leave this first row right here so we don't make a oops. Okay, we're going to log out and get out of this texture pack. Yep. Where was I? Yes. Okay, we're doing this. The original name for Minecraft was Cave Game. I think I've played Cave Game, and it was about as awesome as it sounds. It's nighttime. Make our expedition a little more fun. Anyways, yeah, there we go. We're gonna replace some of those on the bottom layer with some full blocks. Just on like the first chunk, we'll load that back in, or load the texture pack back in, and then we'll check it to see if that makes a difference. Because again, we know the thing is a valid slime chunks. Let's grab the bow. Come over here and eyeball. Look at the moon. Yeah, we're starting to get into quarter moon there. So it's starting to get pew. Well, snipe us, son. Huh. Bones. He got fried during the daytime and just left his loot there. Okay. Yeah, a little bit of fish here. We'll go put our toys up. Okay. Here we go. Alright. That's some of the potatoes I was using to feed the villager with. We also got some magma creams on the last expedition to the Nether. Drop that saddle in there. What else do I got? Okay, I got some fishing stuff we need to get out of our inventory. Those guys. That right there. That should be it for that. Open this one up. Drop off our spider loot. And I guess bones were down in the other one. Bones. Yep, bones are down in here. I'm building up quite a collection of bones. Since I'm not trying to use them for making bone blocks. I put a bucket of lava in one of the furnaces and cooked a bunch of... cooked up a bunch of fish. It lasts a little longer and you don't have to eat quite as much of it quite as often. So that's a good thing there. We've got some potions of fire resistance that we built with the magma creams. We also have the Frostwalker 2 boots in here. We'll throw those in for repair stuff. That's a fire protection 4 and looting 3, which I've got to wait till I get a good sword for that. We'll put this nether stuff up. Put the nether stuff up. Oh, I had enough for another block. My one solitary lonely fence. Alright. And I have... No. Alright. Okay. I gotta put that up in tools. That gets put up in the tools. And do I have room for those salmon in there? Yes, I do. I'll get rid of those salmon. Come on. Get out of my inventory. Thank you. Alright. So we're looking for... We need some iron for a pickaxe. And then we're just going to put some, I guess, dirt in there for right now. We just use dirt. Because if I screw it up, it's real easy. 1, 2, 2, 3. Just like that. Leave out of here. It's good practice to always make sure you close your doors to your security, your higher security areas behind you every single time. Even if you're just going to pop in for a second and then pop right back out. It can be a little annoying, but it sure beats the heck out of accidentally leaving it open and having zombies come in and just wreck your stuff. So if they get in there and they kill off all the all the villagers, it's just a bad day. Okay, so we've got all of that stuff. We'll put our good fishing pole back. I got a few more books in here too. I got an Infinity for a bow, which I don't need. Frostwalker 2 and Efficiency 4. That's probably going to go on a pickaxe. Thorns 1 is for armor, and that's the Frostwalker 2, Efficiency 4. For Thorns 1. Smite 4, Punch 2. The Smite is probably going to go on a diamond sword along with some other stuff. Let's make it daytime first. Let's cut down on some of these mobs. I'm just thinking. Alright. One thing I wanted to do here. Pop that out. There. Oh, my disc flew way over there. Okay. So, tell me. I can't hear this. I cannot hear this. But, do you guys hear anything? I hear nothing. Of course, since I'm live streaming, my sound is cut off. You guys get all the sound. Which is why creepers are able to sneak up on me so quickly and easily. So, that's that. Alright. If you heard the sound, and you're able to, leave me a comment. Probably can't do it while I'm live streaming. It'd have to be afterwards. Catch it on the YouTube channel. And that would be IconicCraft, all one word, capital C on craft. Help you find it there. You can still look it up under Iconic Minecraft or even just under Iconic. Sorry, these allergies are kicking my butt. We've had quite a bit of weather change and really high winds and really cold come in, and then really warm and then really cold again. And it's played havoc on my sinuses. And so I apologize for all the throat clearing you guys are getting. But I just can't breathe. So here we go, coming back on down. No slimies in there yet. We're gonna check this out here. Alright, I'm gonna leave that one open right there. And then I don't want to do that one, I want to do this one here. Break that out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So that's where we're going to, right there. And we'll cut it across this way, making sure we leave one open. We're going to put in these dirt blocks. We'll go back and we'll switch it back to peaceful. Put the texture pack on and then switch it back to normal. Now I know they would normally spawn down here. I don't want them to, they were spawning down here when we first started. I don't want them to spawn down here. That's my quote-unquote safe area, because I don't want to fight 300 slimes all in one go. I mean, I can get it set up to where we can do that as a challenge, but I'm not going to do it every time. So we just put some dirt in here. It ain't got to look pretty, it's just got to work for our test. I can always pull the dirt out later. If our test is working good, I can just pull the dirt out. I probably don't have anywhere near enough dirt. Okay. No, not you. You don't go right there. You don't go there. Okay. Fill this in. Do just a little bit more, just to kind of give more spawning areas. Also, too, if you just want to jam out, if you just want to chill, I do have some some music I made with, it's called Music Maker Jams. Some of them are pretty good. Some of them are still, I mean, kind of works in progress. The ones that are kind of works in progress, or that I feel like are works in progress, I haven't even uploaded as of yet. And that would be in an entire playlist of its own called IconicCraft Tunes. And I do believe that's all one word. So you can check that out as well. Jam out for a little bit. If you have a particular genre of song that you want me to try to work on, I will do my best to accommodate you with that. You want, you know, I've got quite a few different musical styles that I can work in, that I'm comfortable with, and that I have the sound files for. But if you have anything like specific, if I can do it, I will give it a fair shake. Otherwise, you know, if it fails, or if it's a complete failure, I'll still post it so you can, you know, check it out. But, you know, as long as you understand that that was just my best effort with tools that I had available for me, and not get upset and call me names. It's just another creative outlet for me. Kind of break up the routine of things a little bit. You know, sometimes you gotta go out, you gotta do something, you know, paint a picture, or paint a picture, or write a song, or write a poem, or something just to get the creative juices out a little bit, and just to break up the that everyday grind of life. You know, draw a picture, or draw in chalk on the floor, anything. I am one dirt short. Let me see, what do I have in here? Okay, we'll use one of these. Just one. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be like one cobblestone block, and then the rest of it's gonna be that dirt. So we'll come on down here to our hidey hole, which I have tested this before before we started our work on it, and I know that it works. So we're going to save and quit, put the texture pack back on. There we go. So we can see what's happening. All right, now we'll do play. By the way, this texture pack does not work on servers. If you try to use it on a server, I'm pretty sure you'll be like instantly banned. Okay, not seen any slimes that way yet. We've got all of our chunks loaded. We're going to drop back here. Let's see the iron golem some. So let's test this here. Settings. And back to the peaceful mode. 1, 2, 3. It should work almost instantly, but I still like to count anyways. Okay. And in about 20 seconds or so, it should start loading in. Waiting for it, waiting for it, waiting for it, waiting some more. Is that slimes that I'm seeing now? No, I think that's, yeah, that's half slabs. Let's go clean that up so we don't get confused. Here. Okay, and that's on that level. Alright, so the only way I'm going to get over to that level, since we're assuming this doesn't work, is by doing this. And we'll make one hole. Just one. Come over here, just pick all these up. Get them out of our way. Okay. So now, this should be valid spawning spaces. And we still have the X-ray on. I am not seeing any other mobs spawning. We'll drop down that way. Take a half a heart. And we're still not wearing any armor. Just because. Just because. Alright. There, okay, there's a couple of hostile mobs right over there. The problem is we've got the fortress right over in that area. I'm not 100% certain where, but I know it bleeds over a little bit. Okay, let's try this again and see if it works here. Settings, peaceful, normal, resume game, and we'll count to about 20. Or we'll wait for about 20. And see if any of them spawn in. I'm getting well, they're spawned in over there. I'm probably gonna have to go light up the fortress. So guess what we get to do now? We get to go light up a fortress. And so that's gonna be fun. Let me check here. I only have like 6 torches, so we gotta go get more torches. So no, that was a slime. There he was. There it was. And it did work. Awesome. So it did work. I can't get to those slime balls right now. Let me just break that out, pick it up, put it back. So I need to get some hoppers down here. And I think with it just as wide as this is right here, I can get away with just putting a few iron golems in. I only need iron golems to, yeah, I only need the iron golems to just be on the one side, and then I can do this a lot easier. So we'll eyeball this for just a little bit more. Retreat back. Pull forward. Hang out right in this area here. They should still be able to spawn. So, what'll happen is that thing will fill up with slimes, or that little pocket will fill up with slimes. They'll be down there just beating themselves to death on that magma. So we're going to have to replace all those half slabs. Literally, we're going to have to replace all of those half slabs. Hit that peaceful again. Hit the normal. Resume game. And here pretty quickly we should see a slime. Alright. If chance favors us. And then we'll have to figure out where we're going to have to stand to be able to get slimes to start spawning. And attacking our iron golems. Because they will target on us. Which means that we will end up having to fight them. And some of them will even be like trying to fight the iron golem and then get lost and try to fight us. If they're down in that pocket, that's not a problem. But they should be able to see iron golems all through there. So I'm probably going to need a couple more. Well, I'm tired of waiting, so. Alright, I'm going to log out of this texture pack and take a break for lunch, and then I will be back. So I will see you guys then. And we will go fortressing. So until then, I will see you guys. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and check out my music videos if you just need during the downtime or whenever. And I'll catch you on the next episode. Bye.